All right, New York Times is a hate operation, top to bottom. They got a hold of Donald Trump's tax stuff, I guess. They're trying to embarrass him with it. It's not really a story. I mean, I knew, and I wrote in the United States of Trump that Donald Trump took every tax advantage he could, every legal tax advantage he could. I am the CEO of my own corporation. I take advantage of the tax code. Whatever it says I can do, I do. And then the money that I can save doing that, I give away to charity. Okay, that's my plan. I pay millions of dollars to the government. So, but if I can take a deduction, I take it. I assume that's what Donald Trump does. All right. What bothers me about this is that whoever gave the New York Times his tax stuff committed a felony. You can't do that. You can't take somebody's tax stuff and give it to the press. It's a felony. Now, will anybody investigate? No, because it's complicated. They'll get the New York Times in, issue a subpoena. The New York Times will say, I'm protected by the First Amendment. I'm not giving up my sources. So where does it go? It doesn't go anywhere. So all of us have to accept that in this country, the United States of America, there is no privacy. None. Even though there are laws, there's no privacy. If they get a hold of your medical records and you're a powerful person, they're going to put them out. That's a felony. And then everybody go, well, I didn't do it. I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. Well, the New York Times knows who did it. But they're not going to say. And there's nobody going to do anything about it. I'm just going to give it, and let's bring it down to the retail level, all right? So, Mel Gibson, right? The actor. So he's been in and out of trouble for a while. And I know him. And I think he's okay. I mean, I feel bad for him, but the trouble he caused himself by drinking too much and then saying anti-Semitic stuff and things like that. Well, anyway, he had a private conversation with his so-called girlfriend in California, where you cannot record conversations on the phone without both parties saying, okay. So he's a private conversation with his girlfriend, and the girlfriend puts out the tape. That's against the law. That's a crime. Anything happened to her? No. Nobody did anything. So we have laws that protect privacy, but they're not enforced. And everybody knows that. All the lawyers know it. Anything. And that's why I said to you about a week ago, don't trust anybody. Assume if you're having a private conversation about an important matter, it's being taped by the other side, by whoever it is. They're taping it. And, if it's an intense conversation about something that's important, it could come back to hurt you because nothing's going to happen to them. And that's what the New York Times did. Now, I know that the New York Times had this for a while. They had it. And they waited until last night to put it out. Why? It's debate week. And I also know that the New York Times has other stuff on Trump. And they're going to put it out for maximum benefit, like the weekend before the vote. Bang! Washington Post doing the same thing. You hold the stuff back that makes Trump look bad, and you put it out. Okay, so Trump's lawyer, let me get this guy's name. Let's see where he is. Alan Garten, Garten, Chief Legal Officer at the Trump Organization. He says this, quote, the New York Times story is riddled with gross inaccuracies. Over the past decade, the president has paid tens of millions of dollars in personal taxes to the federal government. While we tried to explain this to the Times, they refused to listen and rejected our repeated request that they show us any of the documentation they purport to be relying on to substantiate their claims. Of course, I can't help but question the timing of this story. Obviously, this is just part of Times' ongoing smear campaign in the run-up to the election, unquote. Okay, so that's what the Trump lawyer says. And I can tell you with certainty that the New York Times does not care what's true. And they're not vetting anything. If they hate you, they're going to try to destroy you. That's what they do. Same thing with the Washington Post. and they hate Trump. Okay, what else? Do we have anything else on that? It'll come up in a debate, by the way. You can be absolutely assured that Chris Wallace will bring that up.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.